Welcome to Fallout 76. This is Jim. In this video, we're going to take a look at the weekly challenges that we got. That starts today, Tuesday, July the 15th. That goes to next Tuesday, July 22nd, 2025. Let's take a look at this week's weekly challenges and see what we get. Alright, we got some good ones here. I have many videos on my channel that'll help you guys out. Different ideas, different locations, easy areas, hard areas over there if you're brand spanking new player to the game. You're a returning player, even if you're an experienced player, this particular daily, weekly challenge is giving you a hard time or trouble. I'm sure you'll find a video on my channel that'll help you. Try to keep my videos as updated as I possibly can. And of course, you guys are awesome for the great comments and tips, which I greatly appreciated. Now, if you do wonder why I have more score than you, take a look at the top right hand corner of the screen. I have a 50% boost. Of course, 25 of that comes right off the current Season 21 Season Pass on 3 pages, a 5%, 10%, additional 10%. You can claim that by being a Fallout First member or by paying the 1,500 atoms for the Season Pass. The 25% came from drinking a score booster drink. Gives us a 25% boost 24 hours on top of what we have already. I did that during our daily challenge video. Alright, so we do have Mutation week up ahead. No more meat week, so that's, sorry to see that go. But again, time to kind of move onward and upward, I guess. So as you saw during our daily challenge video, we completed 2 of these weeklies just by kind of doing that. So let's go ahead. We're going to talk about these ones here first. So collect ballistic ammo 60. Okay, so there's a couple different ways we can go about doing this. Again, ballistic ammo, don't get that confused with energy ammo, right? So let's go to our Tinker's Workbench here. If we go craft, just to kind of show you. So all of our ballistic ammo will be right up here in the ammo section, okay? Now, if you're new to the game, if you're playing for a while, you're thinking, oh, that's pretty straightforward, Jim. But again, if you're new to the game, you might be thinking, oh, energy ammo's in there too. But energy ammo is something different, okay? And if you craft this or find this type of ammo, it's not going to work. It's got to be your ballistic stuff, which is right up here, all right? FYI. So this is one way you can do it. You can actually craft your ammo at a Tinker's Workbench. You can do it that way. Another thing you can do is you can go around the wasteland. If you have a ballistic weapon that takes that ballistic ammo, go around and you kill a bunch of enemies, just having some fun, just like how we did during our daily challenge video. You'll be going around, you'll be collecting caps, you'll be collecting ammo in return, all right, at various quantities. Okay, so FYI there is a good way of doing it. Another thing you can do is by completing mutated events. If you're on complete a mutated event with at least 3 Fallout First members, you'll get a mutated party pack, and if you open that, and if you have a ballistic weapon equipped, not just in your, on your person, but equipped. And what I mean by that, if you go into your weapons section, and you see how I have this too, so see how it's that little bar on the left-hand side, so I unequipped it and equip it. So if you open up those mutated party packs, just like how when we open up the festive gifts and the treasure hunter mole miner pails, again, you'll be getting the ammo for that weapon. All right, so that's another thing you can do, and that's how basically we got most of that, is by opening up that mutated party pack. I believe we got like 144 ammo from opening that baby up, so that's pretty awesome. Another thing you can do is you have the ballistic weapon equipped just the way I showed you, and you can go around, open up ammo boxes and ammo bags. Now, I did try to make a video last week, but I kind of messed it up a little bit, so I'm going to have to restart making that video, just showing you locations or giving you guys ideas of where to find ammo. But a couple of really good spots, are the spots I usually recommend to people, is just west of Vault 76, the upper lower parking lot. So if you go to the lower parking lot at the very end by that APC, and along the southern border, there'll be, I would say, at least 4 or 5 ammo boxes, as well as just if you make your way here to Forward Station Tango. Now, if you are a ghoul like myself, you'll need a disguise, because those guys will come after you. And but again, all kinds of ammo bags and ammo boxes there. And of course, when you are collecting from ammo bags, ammo boxes, and even killing enemies, there's a perk card that will help you out there. It'll be under luck. It's Right down here, it's called Scrounger. Find more non-explosive ammo based on your luck, and that will work for ammo bags, ammo boxes, and even killing enemies. Okay, more bang for your buck. So just an FYI there. So let's go ahead and just kind of go the crafting way. So what you do is you go craft. And again, it has to be ballistic ammo. If it's energy ammo, it's not going to count. Let's take these 45, for example. So 12, 45 ammo, 3 gunpowder, 4 lead, and 10 steel. So let's back out there for a second. We're going to show you a couple perk cards that will help you out if you do choose to go this way. That perk card is called Ammo Smith. Produce 80% more rounds when crafting ammunition for this level 2. But if you don't have a level 2, if all you have is a level 1, definitely apply it. It's only going to help you. So let's apply this to level 2 here. And of course, under luck, we do have the perk card here called Super Duper. Again, if you don't have a level 3, if all you have is a level 1 or level 2, definitely apply it. Again, this level 3, when you craft anything, there's a 30% chance to get double results. Now again, it's only 30% chance. It's not going to work every time. All right. So FYI there. Let's go ahead and craft. Again, ballistic ammo. Now that same combo will work with energy ammo, but in this case it has to be ballistic because that's what the daily weekly challenge is for. So again, 45 ammo. So instead of 12, it's actually 21. But it's the same requirements as if we were crafting 12. All right. And then all you do, just go ahead and craft a couple. Just like that. So we heard the thunder and lightning sound kind of barely. That is the Super Duper kicking in. Okay. So I just kind of still want to kind of go through the paces there of how to do that. And just don't forget to put your perk cards back. Sometimes I forget myself. All right. So a couple different ways here you can go about and collect your ballistic ammo here. But again, make sure it's ballistic. Let's take a look at this one here. Kill a creature, 25. So again, a creature is everything. Everything is on the table with except robots and humans. Okay. So we're talking about Scorched, Ghouls, Super Mutants, Mole Miners, Mole Rats, Cryptids, Scorched Beasts, Queens, Kings. Yeah, everything is on the table, but if it's a human or some sort of robot, it's not going to count. Okay. So again, pretty much everywhere's on the map, you're pretty much good to go, unless it's a settlement for Blood Eagles, cultists, or even communists. Okay, and robots, right? So you're good to go there. And again, you can check out the daily challenge video. And again, most of those creatures I think we had killed during that mutated public event. And lots of mole miners were there. We did load bearing. Lots of mole miners and even the mole rats showed up for that one. So that's how we got, for the most part, that there. All right. Let's take a look at the next one here, Jim. We'll keep that one there for last. Go ahead, collect purified water, 25. So again, we can find purified water randomly throughout the game, but I find it's very random. It depends on the server that you're on, whether it spawns in or not. So what I usually recommend to people, and what I suggest, is go around on a public server to other players' camps. Okay, and a lot of players' camps and around their vendors, most people will have water collectors or water coolers, okay, that collect purified water passively while you play the game. And it's an unwritten rule here in the game where basically, you know, everyone knows that you need to lock things up. And if it's not locked up, it's fair game. Okay, just like an unwritten rule here. So usually get around my vendors at all my camps. I usually have a bunch of vintage water coolers or collectors around. People can just kind of come by and collect out of them. All right. Now this vintage one here we actually get from opening up the festive gifts during Christmas time. I know this past Christmas mini you were very successful in getting the vintage water cooler. And if you ever see this in someone's vendor, I highly recommend it. And it's a little too expensive, just message the person, just say, hey man, you know, it's how cheap can you let this go for, right? And most people will usually help you out. Now the other variation of that, of course, if we go to our build menu here, go to our water tab. Right down here we have this Enclave water collector. So this is the one we got during the season 19 season pass. Now it's not available in the Atomic shop, for not yet anyway. But again, if you played back then, you may have this available to you. And I did do a little video on it. I also included the the vintage water cooler as well. You can check out that video if you so wish, but they're two very nice items to get. But again, we do have these water purifiers here in the game. Now, these purifiers we actually get very early on in game. Once when you reach level 20, you can follow the Overseer's missions, and you actually get these very early on in game, all three of these bad boys. And as you can see, they do need a lot of requirements to build, do require quite a bit of power to run. Again, this is all you have, it's all you have, and to be honest with you, this is all I had for the longest time until they came out with the vintage water cooler, and I was able to get my hands on that bad boy. So 2, 3, and 5, I believe, is what they collect. And I still come across camps, actually, that has these. Alright, so FYI there. Alright, so that's what I would do, just kind of go around, check other players' camps, and most players are pretty decent, so let's just kind of go ahead and collect. I don't know if we're going to be able to get enough here. Oh, don't have, right on. And I believe that mutated party pack that we did during our daily challenge video, I believe we got some purified water from that mutated party pack as well. So that's another way to get purified water as well, those mutated party packs. All right. Let's see what's next here, Gem. Now we beat that one to death. Craft any chem 6. Okay, so don't get this confused with collect chems. We actually have to craft chems, and of course to do that you will need a chemistry workbench right over here on this boat right here. Okay, so again, you can get the chemistry workbench very early on in game. When most people leave Vault 76, they come right down here towards Flatwoods, and there's a tavern down in Flatwoods. There's 2 little kiosks, and by interacting with those kiosks, you'll become a responder. It'll kind of prompt you to do 2 early on quests, and you stay right here in Flatwoods. They're very easy to do. I actually have those videos right here on the channel, and at the very end of those quests, you will get the chemistry workbench plan. There's also a chemistry workbench right here in Morgantown Station, which is fairly close by. And usually 8 times out of 10, I usually highlight it when I'm there. Usually the plan for the chemistry workbench is right on the floor of the train station next to that chemistry workbench. So that's another option there for you guys as well. So let's go craft here. Go down here to healing. Now, most of us will carry to some capacity, you know, RadX, MedX, Radaway, and Stim packs, okay? We have these diluted versions, all right? And this is all you have to do. This is all you have to craft. This is what I suggest to people, okay? Now, there is a couple perk cards that will give us more bang for our buck. Let's take a look at that. So, under Intelligence here, you do have the perk card called Chemist. You get double the quantity when you craft chems. And of course, under Luck, you have the Super Duper perk card we just talked about there. Again, if you don't have a level 3, if all you have is a level 1 or level 2, definitely apply it. It's only going to help you in the end. This level 3 is only a 30% chance to get double results. It's not going to work every time. Let's go back to our chemistry station here. Go down here to healing. And as you can see, instead of diluted times 2, it's diluted times 4. But it's the same requirements as if we were crafting diluted times 2, and that is what the chemist perk card does. Let's craft some RadX here. There we go. So as you get, look at that, we got 20. We hear that thunder lightning sound in the background. That's Super Duper kicking in. So we got pretty good bang for our buck there. And I'm a ghoul, so I'm fine with that. And just don't forget to put your perk cards back where you had them. If I can remember what I had there. Sometimes it's a struggle. This way. This way, Jim. There we go. There we go. Alright, let's see what's next here. What else can we do here in our camp? Yeah, let's take a look at this one here. Scrap Headwear 15. So again, we can craft headwear at a armor workbench, okay, because headwear plans we can get from completing events. We can get from, you know, this current Season 21 Season Pass. Let's take a look at that. I think there is some headwear in here. This guy right here. Yeah. Right on. Just stuff like that, right? Headwear. Let's go ahead and craft at your armor workbench. And you can do it that way and then scrap it. All right. There are some pretty good spots where you can find headwear in the game. My go-to spots, there's a spot right here by Tyler County Fairgrounds. It's due east up the hills, an unmarked location. It's like an Alice in Wonderland, kind of an Easter egg. So let's pop up there today. Now, you don't need a jetpack to get up here, but it is a little bit of a trek. So just kind of bear with me. All right, so again, once when you spawn in here, we're going to go ahead due east. We're going to just kind of keep on going here. And a little light on so we don't run into any trees. Can you imagine? Keep the light off, just keep running. Yeah, you're not going anywhere, Jim. You're running into a tree, butts. Oh, look at that. We are. Okay, now you make your way up here. You're going in the right direction when you see all these shale rocks. Who's that cat up there? Southern Codless, okay. Say, don't put your gun at me. Right, and then all you do is just kind of make your way up here. Just like this. And right over here should be popping up right there. There we go. Just like his little Alice in Wonderland. So, yeah, pretty close to that little marker that I had right there. Pretty much due east, okay? And a nice little spot here. We have a witch hat, a couple board games, a couple teapots there, actually. It's a cowboy hat, black. There's two black cowboy hats. There's a bowler hat. There's usually a chef hat here. Yeah, it's over there. Fisherman's hat if you want to install that on your guy. So that's a nice little spot for some hats and for some other nice little items here too. Little items. All right, so the other good spot is right over here at Pleasant Valley Ski Resort. So let's pop in here real quick. It's going to get a little more hairier over here because there's a bunch of scorched around, but what we're going to do, we're going to make our way right to the main building here. Turn this light off. We're going to boogie on down here. Avoid all these scorched as much as we can. What's going on, buddy? All right, let's turn our light on here now. And right inside this building, how you doing? There is a red knit hat right here. If we head up the stairs here, there is a another hat right there. Ouch. Ouchie, ouchie. Head right down the stairs here. And there's some outfits here. Another red knit hat, pretty good there. Ski sword. There's another red knit hat right there. Another outfit. Bunch of teddy bears here. Look at that. Bobblehead endurance. Perfect. Perfect. And there's a gas mask with goggles. Okay. So again, pretty good little spot right here. Let's kind of move out of the way. I believe there's some hats in here too where the bellhop is. Let's check. I believe there are hats in here. Yep, bowler hat right there. Another red knit hat. Nice. Another red knit hat. Now you will need to do a early on quest line to gain access to here, and I actually do have that here in the channel. Let's close that door. There we go. And you can check out that video if you so wish here. It's on a playlist. I did that with my lower level guy. So let's head back to our camp here. And we will craft these up. Yeah, good stuff. Some weapons in here as well. What is that? Gamma rounds? That's kind of random. A little set of gamma rounds there. Alright, so we're actually going to do the craft and scrap at our armor workbench here. Let's go ahead, we're going to go craft. And all you have to do is pick that stuff up and then scrap it. So in this way here, it's under Headwear. Okay, let's craft some of these birthday hats here. Craft 10 of them. Let's back out. How many do we have to make there again? Oh, we need 15. All right, let's craft 5 more. There we go. And then we are going to scrap them. Oh. I forgot they had that new thing here now. As you can see there, how it's popping up, how it's counting. Load bearing popping up again. It's interesting. Yeah, I don't like how they did that. It's so annoying. Alright, there we go. Scrap headwear. 15 for 15. Done. Just like that. Alright, let's see what's next. Let's see what's next. Alright. In order to craft fish bits, we're going to have to catch some fish. Now, in order to catch some fish, you're going to have to get yourself a fishing rod. Now, if you haven't been playing the game since June the 3rd, 2025 update, you'll have to get yourself a fishing rod. You make your way over here to Fisherman's Rest. You complete the quest called Casting Off. You get a fishing rod. You get a recipe for grilled fish, and you're able to craft fish bits. And you'll be able to do a repeatable daily quest called Big Fish in a Small Pond. You get lots of nice little camp items. You also get some mods for your fishing rod there as well, so that's pretty cool. Now, if you're brand spanking new to the game and don't know your way around the map very well, I do have that video here on the channel. You can check that out if you so wish. Once you get your hands on the fishing rod, all you do is you go fishing. And all you do is just walk right up. You see fish, just go ahead. I recommend just using some common bait, but at the end of the day you can do whatever you want to your game. We're going to do some fishing here. Now, we had the same exact weekly last week, alright? And I'm not going to catch all 21 fish here, because that will take an hour. It's just like real fishing in real life. It takes like all day. Maybe end up with one if you're lucky, but unless you get to a real good spot. Alright, so you see there, 1 for 21. Alright, so let's catch a couple more here. Just to kind of show you how it counts. Again, it doesn't matter what bait you use. I just recommend using the common bait for these challenges, so you're not wasting the improved or superb bait. Oh, no, it's just a dirty pillow. Yeah, right on, game. Thanks. Appreciate that. Dirty pillow, toothbrush, what is it? Handcuffs, and a doll head. Yeah. Yeah, something I always wanted. Yeah, alright. Got here. Oh, baseball glove. Wow. Come on, game. One more fish for everybody here. That's all I need. Just one more fish. That's all I ask for. Not asking for much. Yeah. Yeah, there we go. Thanks for playing, game. Okay, so as you can see how it's counting catch a fish. Okay, there we go. Alright, so you're going to have to catch quite a few fish, because if we see here, craft fish bits 35. So again, depending on the size of the fish, you get more, obviously more fish bits by the bigger fish you got. So you get small, medium, and large, and obviously you get more fish bits out of the large fish. Alright, just an FYI. Now you can fish for all that if you so wish, whatever you want to do. We do have all week, of course, but if you happen to have one of these handy dandy fish traps, even better. Alright, so I did do a little video on this, I think it was the June 4th, 2025 there. You can check that out if you so wish. So let's go ahead and we're going to take everything there. There we go. We're going to go to our handy dandy cooking station. This guy right here. I'm going to go down here to fish bits. The quick and dirty, so let's go ahead. We're just going to craft a bunch of fish bits here. And hopefully we have enough. I think most of these are just small fish. Oh, there we go. Craft fish bit, 35 for 35, done. Just like that. Pretty awesome. Yeah, so that's what I was saying in that video of when I made the video for the fish trap is, how do I get out of here? Come on, maybe there we go. Wow. Gonna have to fix that. Yeah, that's what I mentioned about this fish trap. For daily, weekly challenges, it'll just save you a whole whack of time because, you know, fishing can take some time in this game, okay? And sometimes some people just don't have that kind of time, right? All right, let's see what's next here, Jim. We're gonna finish that. I'm gonna finish that one off as the week goes on. Complete event 3. So if you take a look at the description, there's a link to a video called Complete Events for Newbies. Again, we don't do every event on the map. It's about 1 hour and 6 minutes is all timestamp, but there are events here in the game that you can spawn in yourself simply by fast traveling to those areas, okay? Of course, not every event that works with, but there's at least half a dozen or so. And we go over those ones during that video. You can check that out if you so wish, all right? So let's go ahead here. We're going to check this map and see what we got going on. Bots on parade. We do have a mutated public event, so this one here will count because as you can see I got 1 for 3 done, and that's how I got that one there done. Just completed that one on our daily challenge video. We have good old Manhunt up here. He's usually around all the time. Surface to air, nope, distant thunder, okay. Yeah, not a whole lot going on here, but that's fine. Let's pop in here to good old Mount Blair Train Yard. We're going to see if we can spawn in BattleBot. One of the events that you can spawn in. Oh, it's not spawning in. Wow. Wow. Yeah, that hasn't happened in a while. Oh. Well, okay. Okay then, game. That's the way you want to play, eh? Let's go to Vaultec Agricultural Research Center. See if we can spawn in fertile soil. I haven't done this in a little while. I'm hoping they didn't get rid of it. There we go. Very good stuff. So we spawn in fertile soil. This is probably one of the first events you do as a brand spanking new player to the game.
And take down those supervisors. Once they're dealt with, you'll have to reboot the server. Again.
Get rid of those supervisors there. I like to kind of hit them in the arm. There we go. Now you can go to that little fun house there and kill all the robots. Robots are good. It doesn't matter what level you are. They have steel, aluminum, lead on them, okay? Now you don't need a jetpack to get up here. You can go up these set of stairs, or these set of stairs if you're here just to do the event, and come in from the rooftop here. That's what I suggest if you're here just for the event only. But again, if you want to have a little fun, you can go through this place. We're gonna get our sneak on. We're gonna go right down these stairs here.
Be careful.
Gonna be a couple ghouls down here. Maybe go 2 or 3 more on the other side of that room. Let's interact with this computer, change parameters, remove, done. Complete event. Just like that. Nice. Nice, nice. Alright, let's go to another spot here, Jim. Let's go up here to good old Grafton. Go to Grafton Station right here. Now here we actually have a chance to get 2 different events, either Protest March or Grafton Day. Hopefully we get Grafton Day, but we'll see when we get up there. Both events are fairly quick to do. Now we can just spawn right in Grafton, but it spawns us right on the north side of town. But both events are closer to the train station side. That's why I spawned down here instead. As we get a little bit closer, one of those events will pop up for us, hopefully. Grafton Day, beautiful. Just the one I was waiting for. There's our boy over there. This guy in the old blowholes.
Friends, everyone loves a parade. Well, not the Captain Monsters. He gets grumpy.
Just like that.
He has handlers.
Yeah, whatever there, buddy boy. And don't forget your caps from that guy. Nice. Playing the event 3 for 3, just like that. Now, if you do end up doing a protest march, just see that little opening right there. That's where it happens every single time, okay? Just an FYI. All right. Nice, that was pretty quick. Let's head back to our camp here. Actually, no, we'll take a look at it now. All right, deal fire damage to enemies 500. Now, I know that seems like a lot, but it's not. Okay, it happens actually a lot quicker than you think. Okay, so if your weapon does fire damage, okay, and we do have weapons out there that do, you just go around with that weapon, shoot away, and have fun. Okay, another pretty good weapon that a lot of people like to use is the flaming chainsaw. Now, we can get the chainsaw there. It just spawns in various locations in around the map. And I do actually have a video showing you great locations for chainsaw spawns, okay? And you can check out those videos if you so wish. They're not very long. Right where you spawn in, you just follow where I go, and I show you where to find the chainsaw. Now, if you're on a server with other people, especially with this being a weekly challenge, there might be people going after the chainsaws this week, so you may have to server hop or just try those other areas for the chainsaws, all right? But for the mods to make it flaming and for the longbow bar are very cheap, okay? Extremely cheap, like 50 some odd caps each, okay? So let's go to a spot and get ourselves a flaming chainsaw. Where are we at here? One of these spots right here, the Ranger District Office. Let's pop in here. Now, I do have all that in a playlist, but you just got to mind the audio is when I first started making videos. I believe like in early 2023. But again, you can check out those videos for a chainsaw location, just a regular chainsaw. And then I show you how to install the mods and what you will need. All right. All right, so right in this garage right here, here's a spawn. So let's go ahead and take that bad boy. Nice, just like that. All right. So let's go and get some mods, and we're actually going to go back to the Pleasant Valley Ski Resort. So let's go back here. Now, you can try other vendors as well, but not all vendors will sell those mods, but I know the vendor bot resin will for sure. All right, so you can go to that little fun house again if you so wish, but you don't really have to. I'm going to make my way up this little roadway here, go to this little playground area. All right. So where I want to be is I want to go to the main house that we were just in a little bit earlier on in this video. So let's go ahead. We're going to take some canned coffee here. Canned dog food, Jim. I'm going to fly over to that doorway. Oh, I messed up a little bit there. Okay, now if you are in danger, okay, this guy may or may not talk to you. I know the bellhop doesn't, but shouldn't be too bad. I think we're good. So here's vendor bot resin right here. Let's go ahead and trade. We're down here to the mods section. And as you can see right there, chainsaw longbow bar, 63 caps. Chainsaw flamer, 63 caps. If you have the hard bargain perk heart under charisma and great mentats, those caps will reduce down to about 52 caps, I believe. Don't quote me, but I do show that in that other video. So let's go ahead. We're going to buy these bad boys. All right, just like that. Alright, so let's go ahead here. We're going to head back to our camp. And we're going to install them at a weapons workbench. If we get there. Yeah, quite a few teddy bears here. I keep forgetting about this spot for teddy bears. Yeah. Good old cyberpunk. Raider punk. Right on, Jim. Yeah, okay, buddy. Alright, let's go to our weapons workbench here. And we go modify. And here is our chainsaw. Let's slide it over. So we can put our long bow bar on just like that. And let's go ahead and put them on. There we go. And then here's our mod. There's our flamer mod right there. There we go. So now it's a flaming chainsaw. And that's how easy it was, right? I have seen people selling this flaming chainsaw with like no legendary mods on it for thousands and thousands of caps. And I just showed you how to do that in like, what is it, 5 minutes? Cost you like, a couple caps to do. Yeah, pretty awesome. You can legendary that up if you wish. Okay. So while we are here, let's take a look at different weapons that we have here. So as you can see the effects of this Enclave plasma rifle, as you can see how it has the damage. So it has a 36 fire damage. All right. So just weapons like that, you can see what you have available to you, like this Gatling laser has fire damage as well. What else do I got here? There's a regular plasma rifle, fire damage. And look at that, there's of course, a flamer. So let's go ahead and grab that bad boy. Nice. And don't forget the flamer fuel gem. Forgot last time. You guys remember, I'm sure you guys do. Let's go ahead and grab some of this flamer fuel. We'll grab, it goes to the flamer fuel quite a bit, so we'll grab that. There we go. And we will put it on our person. If I can find it here. There we go. Now, another thing you can do is you can craft Molotov Cocktails. Okay? Of course, you do that right at the Tinker's Workbench. You go ahead and go craft. You go down here to grenades. You have Molotov Cocktails right there. So 1 adhesive, 1 cloth, 2 glass, and 2 oil. That's another thing you can do to create fire damage, is create a bunch of Molotov Cocktails. I find usually super mutants, cultists, like down in Point Pleasant, Blood Eagles will have a lot of Molotov Cocktails on them, so you can also gate them that way as well. Now, talking about a flamer, we actually can get ourselves a free flamer in the game. There's only one true spawn, and it's right here at Quarry X3, so let's pop over here real quick. That's why I left this one here for last. It's a lot to kind of go over, and I want to help as many people as I can with this one. Alright, so we're going to boogie on down, all the way down to the end here. Now again, this is a little bit higher level area, but if you do it right, you don't have to interact with anything. Oh, is that the insult bolt there? Yeah. We're going to jump on this trailer right here. And we're going to make our way over here. Short flamer. This is a natural spawn for a short flamer. Just right here, and there's usually some fuel right here for it. So we can get flamers in the game from killing like enemies like behemoths, for example. But it's not guaranteed, but this is a guaranteed spot every time. If you're on a public server and you come here and it's not here, that means somebody took it already, and you'll have the server hop this location. Alright, so let's go ahead here. We are all equipped. We got everything that we need. Deal fire damage to enemy. So basically an enemy is everything is on the table. Humans, robots, and everything else. It's good to go in terms of this. Alright, so let's try this out. Let's make this as easy as humanly possible. We're going to go right down here in good old Flatwoods here. I like to kind of come here because, we all think of, enemies, scorch, ghouls, etc., etc. But if you're lower level, you might be too afraid to go to those areas. So let's go ahead here. Have a bunch of ramen right over here. Just like that, see that? Nice, eh? Too bad I didn't cook at the same time. Alright, let's go along here. As you can see, it's just jacking right up there. And again, you can make this as easy or as hard as you want. I'm just doing this more so just to kind of prove that, you know, these passive old ramen. Why? I was going to say, he's invincible, that guy. Let's get some extra leather on him or something. Huh. And there's about a bunch more ramen over here. I'm on a private server, I'm not too concerned. Alright. Let's go up to some ghouls here. There'll be some ghouls right over here. Oi! Alright, so I was really jacking up there. These guys are obviously a little more higher level. Just to kind of show you what that looks like, right? And there's be a couple more ghouls over here by these tents. They should be able to finish it off here. This poor guy over here is sleeping. Where's he at? Oh, the fire must have gotten them. So, oh, did that click up? I didn't see it click up. Yeah, it counted. That's weird how it didn't show up like that. That's weird. Anywho, there we go. 500 for 500 done. Just like that. Easy. Give you all kinds of options. Let's head back down to our camp here and we'll take a look at weapons of the day. It's pretty quiet. I actually reduced the effects that I had going on because, as you guys know, the last couple of days, this new Gone Fishing Camp, these crickets are just, like, they have these speakers go, like, see how it gets louder? But it was, it's a lot quieter now than it was. Let's check out weapons of the day here, Jim. Alright. Let's take a look. Yeah, this guy right here. So we use this guy very short. At the very end of the video, 2-shot Hot Rod Pink Extended Anathema. Anathema? I don't know. +1 projectiles, +75% damage, +50% critical charge, +50% reload speed, 2-shot Vital Swift. Anathema tank, long barrel, large propellant tank, vaporization nozzle, hot rod, pink is why not. 66 times 2 fire damage, 236 fire damage for 5 seconds, takes the flame refuel, automatic. Yeah, it is considered a heavy gun, FYI. And of course our 2-shot hunting night vision lever action rifle, +1 projectiles, +75% damage, +50% chance to hit a target in VATS. +100% faster movement speed while aiming, night vision, 2 shots, VATS, enhanced, nimble. Hard receiver, true long barrel, true stock, long night vision, scope suppressor. Hunter lever action paint. Nice looking paint on this bad boy. 133 times 2 damage, an absolute beast. 45 ammo, single fire. Again, only 5 in the tube, or 4 in the tube, 1 in the chamber. Nice little weapon there. These are the perk cards I was using here for today. So again, it's a used to be a rifleman build, but this is what we got here now. For the most part, for most of my builds, these don't change a whole lot, to be honest with you. Legendary perk cards, these definitely don't change. They stay the same. I'm very happy with them, and as you can see, they're all maxed out. Yeah. That's a quick one today for weekly challenges, that's for sure. There you guys go. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please like, subscribe, and sharing the chance. It really helps me out. I'd like to thank my channel members, Artistically Arranged, Michael Edwards, Nigel Wiffen, Heather, Whitetribe, Mr. Shelton, Drake Stamps, NotMeButMeYesMeThatsMe, Drew Range, Confoundedbridge, Waywarner, John DJ59, Picker Resk, Grin Tritno, Tony Watson, Felix the Cat, Dan Ferreira, thank you all so very much, and I hope you all have a nice day.